I don't know why I'm writing this down. Maybe I'm hoping someone finds it after I'm gone or after we're gone. Or maybe I just need to keep my thoughts straight before they get worse. They warned us not to go. Every country, every government. The ice wall is where the world ends, they said. Not in the philosophical sense. In the literal. Do not cross this line or you will not return sense. But Dr. Emerson didn't care. He said humanity needs to know. And me? I don't even know why I agreed. I was just the tech guy. I kept the equipment running, tracked data, fixed things when they broke. I wasn't supposed to be the guy risking his life to go where no one's supposed to go. I guess I got swept up in Emerson's speeches about the greater good and rewriting history. Now there's just ice everywhere, endless ice. We crossed the wall 3 days ago. The only reason we made it past the patrols was because Emerson bribed someone in the Global Alliance, a guy with no name and a face I barely remember. But the further we go, the less the money seems worth it. Check the depth again, Emerson says, staring out over the rail of the ship. His voice has that sharp, anxious edge it always gets when something's wrong. He's gripping the railing like it might vanish if he lets go. I tap at the sonar equipment and frown. There's still nothing. It's infinite, I guess, or the signal's bouncing back wrong. Impossible, he snaps, like he's trying to convince himself. Even at the Mariana Trench, we get readings. Run the calibration again. I've already run it twice, I say, but I punch the commands in anyway. The sonar pings once, twice, and then just stops. The screen goes dark. What the hell, I mutter. It's just a glitch, says Daniels, one of the biologists, but she doesn't sound sure. Her hands are stuffed in her coat pockets, her eyes darting to the frozen waves around us. It's too quiet out here. No wind. No creaking icebergs, just the soft hum of the ship's engine, and something else, something faint, a low vibration, like the ship's being dragged over a string. The first night was the hardest to sleep. It's not just the cold, though that's bad enough. It's the dreams, or the lack of them. Every time I close my eyes, it's like time skips forward. 1 second I'm shutting them, and the next, I'm wide awake with this sinking feeling in my stomach, like I'm falling. Emerson doesn't sleep at all. I can hear him pacing above deck, muttering to himself, "What are you even looking for out here?" I asked him before we left. No one's found anything past the wall. That's the point, he said, like it was the most obvious thing in the world. No one's come back. We don't know if they found something or not. Now watching him wear holes into the deck with his boots, I'm starting to think we're getting closer to finding out why. On the second day past the wall, we see the first sign that something's wrong. The water changes. It happens slowly, almost unnoticeably. 1 minute it's the same grayish blue, peppered with floating chunks of ice, and the next it's glowing, faintly at first, then stronger. A dull greenish light pulsing from somewhere below. Phosphorescence, Daniel says, leaning over the railing. Algae, maybe? Algae doesn't glow like this, I say. The light isn't steady, it's moving, slithering, almost like veins pulsing under translucent skin. No organisms detected in the sample, Clark, the chemist, says a few hours later. She dropped a small container into the water and pulled it back, only to find it empty. No microbes, no particles, just water that shines like a dying star. That night, we hear it for the first time. It starts as a hum, low, almost imperceptible, coming from somewhere deep beneath the surface. I'm in my cabin, trying not to think about the fact that the sonar still won't work. When the hum changes pitch, it becomes a groan, long, slow, like metal grinding against metal. I run up to the deck and everyone's already there. Emerson, Daniels, Clark, the whole crew. They're staring at the water. The light is brighter now, like something is swimming beneath the ship. No one speaks, no one moves. Then something slams into the hull. The first time we see it, none of us can breathe. It rises from the water like a nightmare. At first, it's just a shape, a long, dark shadow that doesn't make sense. Too many angles, too many pieces that shouldn't fit together. Then it breaches. I don't even know how to describe it. Its skin glistens, translucent and slimy, stretched over a body that's more like an eel crossed with a centipede. Its eyes, or maybe they're just black voids, stare down at us from a head that splits in two when it shrieks. "Get inside," Emerson yells, and for once no one argues with him. We scramble for the doors, but before I make it, I glance back. The thing is watching us. Its long, coiling body loops through the water, and I swear to God it smiles. Not with teeth, with its whole face. We survived the night, but not unscathed. Something is different. The crew looks older. Daniels keeps muttering about the stars being wrong, even though the sky's been overcast for days. Clark doesn't come out of her cabin. And me? I keep hearing it. The hum, the groan, the shriek. Even when it's quiet, I hear it.